Rolling Blue is in the building.
That's right. Joey, a.k.a. Rolling Blue, is sliding into the 44th parallel with 1.3 million followers, 20 million likes, and enough hilarious content to power a dad joke nuclear reactor.
This man literally took allergy season, DMV meltdowns, and the everyday grind and turned them into anthems we can't get out of our head.
He's more than just a creator. He's a comedic genius with a guitar, a TikTok treasure, and now an honorary citizen of the 44th parallel.
And look, we're not saying this episode will change your life, but we're also not saying that. Tune in, get comfy, and prepare to laugh so hard you'll scare the neighbors.
This is the 44th Parallel Podcast, and this is Rolling Blue. Let's go.
Now he's here to roll right through. Joey's in the house tonight. Y'all know what to do.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk. Good, spit on that thing.
There was a phrase that struck a chord and took the internet by storm. A phrase for when she's spitting right onto you.
He ain't some one-hit wonder, not just a scrolling name. With a six-string and a punchline, he's breaking through the frame. He'll sing about the mowing, or why his nose won't quit. Turn your Monday into gold with just a mic and wit. He's rolling through, he's rolling loud. From the For You page to our crowd. With a million fans and a vibe so true.
Shopping's a thing I hate. It doesn't matter the time of day. Just one register open, well that's just fine. Waiting in line. I've been in this line for hours. I think the milk I've got's gone sour. All the self-scan things are closed, but why? Waiting in line.
He don't need no mansion, no Hollywood disguise. He's posting from the front porch with truth behind his eyes. You laugh and think a little, it hits you in the gut. You'll share it with your mama while you're stuck inside the rut. Break it down now. From raking leaves, DMV hell. He makes it hard, can't you tell? With every word he's speaking true. Now he's pulling up with the 44th crew. He's rolling through and stealing soul. Putting TikTok truth on rock and roll. It's Friday night and here's your cue. Kick it back and vibe on through. 'Cause Rolling Blue is rolling through.
I am stressed, my heart's beating out my chest, veins popping out of my neck. I need some sleep, I need some rest. The whole earth's on my nerves and I might just go berserk. Working too much, do the dishes and the laundry, clean the kitchen. Broken sink, need new pans, I will need a cash advance. And the children here always make such a mess. Don't know where my mind went Won't you take a glance and then you'll see I'm stressed. Why I'm stressed, I am stressed.
Best tune in, don't miss this stream. It's realer than most, it ain't no dream. On the 44th, we rollin' blue, rollin' through. Oh, we rollin'
Yeah. From coast to coast, where the truth cuts deep, we ride the line where the shadows creep. It's Goody and Bourbon, mic in hand, dropping facts they don't want you to understand. Fire exits in the back, watch him spark that flame. Producer on the boards, never playing no games. Unfiltered, uncensored, we speak what's real. At the 44th parallel, you know the deal. Welcome to the edge, where the lines get blurred, where the loud get heard and the silence burns. You're tuned to the truth, raw with no mask. It's the 44th Parallel Podcast.
Hey, yo, what is going on, everybody?
That was the
Welcome in.
coolest intro of all time. That was amazing. How do you do the music? That was all. I've never heard a song about me. That got me so excited. That was sweet.
I don't think you really want to know.
Yeah, well, it's a disgrace to people like you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's
Well,
amazing. I
Welcome
loved
in,
it. I hope
brother.
this works because I know my signal is like awful. I live in the middle of the woods, and I'm going off a satellite right now. So hopefully this works. I'm sorry if it
We're
doesn't.
making it work, baby.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
We
Well,
appreciate you coming on the show in general, and welcome in.
Absolutely. And welcome in everybody that's coming in to see.
Thank you so much
Joey
for having
tonight?
me.
We got Big Richard Sadier, Trash Man, Ghost Reaper, Pickle Rick, Lady in Pink. Let's see if I miss anybody. I'm sorry. All of you, thank you so much for showing out, and welcome in. Hopefully your Friday has gone well. Is it Friday? I think it's Friday.
It's Friday, yes, sir.
It's Friday. Hopefully your Friday went
Yeah.
well and ready for the weekend.
Joey, you got some big fans in
Yeah,
here
dude.
right now.
That's awesome. So, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for having me, guys. I do appreciate it. This is cool.
We're happy we were able to get it worked out, especially since I missed your first email. You know, shame on me.
Oh well, we didn't have to say anything like that on live.
It's all good, man.
So I know we don't got too much time in the world. So let's go ahead and get this rolling. Goody, you wanna give her on a full send?
Let's get into it. So Joey, why don't you start off with telling everyone a little bit about
Alright.
yourself? Who is Joey?
Well, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, and a son. I pretty much have become a full-time internet personality, I guess you'd call it, or whatever internet job. I don't know. It's my job. I make songs, and that is pretty much all I do. It's completely consumed my brain, and that is all I'm good for anymore. That's about like I can't even like go out to dinner if I'm listening to like a song that's like playing. I just can't help but like, oh, that's a good idea, or I'll try to like come up with something, but like it doesn't always turn out good. But I try, like when I finish making a video, they always feel amazing to me before I send it, and I'm like, well, either people will like it or they'll hate it. And then you just put it out and just hope it, like, it's always down to like if you think it's funny, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, I think it's funny, so I put it out there, and then it either is or it isn't.
So
Well, you got a lot of great content out there. Let me tell you.
have you always been that way?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been doing it for like, I think 5 years now, I think. Yeah, I've always wanted to like I've always wanted to be on the internet, like doing stuff, because like when we were like kids, the internet first started getting big, and it was like, whoa, you could watch YouTube, and you're like, this is just a normal person that has like 10 million views. This is crazy. And then I'd look at my friends and I'd be like, dude, we could do this. This is something we could do. And I was the only one who wanted to do it. They were like, dude, you're dumb. This is stupid. These guys, they have something going. And I'm like, dude, no, we could. We're that funny. And like they never did it. But the pandemic happened and I was like, I'm gonna just start making videos. And like because I was getting checks from the government to stay home, I was like, this is awesome. That's already like a job. And then it slowly turned into one. It was friggin' dope. And thank you to all my fans. That's so sick. You know, I wouldn't be here without them. So it's really cool.
So how bad is your buddies feel like they missed out?
I don't know. I'm not friends with anybody anymore. It's like
Fair enough.
they just it just all like disappeared after I started like go and play. I think they were upset. I think they probably were. They were just like, that could have been me, you know. And I was like, yeah, it could have been. Like we were a funny group of people. Like we would just be like, it was like it could have been a TV show, but they just never wanted to do it. So I did still, and I'm glad I did it, because it's like life changing, man. It was a life changing decision, and it was cool. But yeah.
So what inspired the name Rolling Blue?
Did I answer the question? I may have dabbled in something before. What started the name? It was a band named Generator. And we were starting a band, and I was like, dude, we had a band name, and it was called Blue Midnight. And we were like, oh, that's a cool bluesy rock sounding. And we went with it, and then we found out a band already had the name, so then we had to change it. And I was like, just go to like a band generator, and they're like, okay, you need a word. I was like, blue, just use blue, and we'll put something with it. It'll sound cool. And I was like, Rolling Blue, and I was like, all right, there it is. That's fine. Let's do that. And then that was the name of our band for a long time. And that was originally what I was trying to do with TikTok, was like make videos for my band. And then it just slowly turned into like skits and then songs. And then, because like I've always wanted to write parodies. I was always a fan of like Weird Al, and like I'd watch his stuff and be like, this is amazing, like Amish Paradise. And I would sit there and be like, that is funny. That is amazing. Like, and it's so simple, but it's not. It's like it's complex, and you know, I think that's why so many people like it, is there's just like so many levels to it. Like, you know, say what you want about those fart jokes, but those lyrics, those are well written, man.
Oh, they are. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, I'm not just saying I shit myself. It's how I said I shit myself.
Exactly.
So, what's one memory from your childhood that you feel shaped your sense of humor?
Oh, dude, my grandparents, they loved Mel Brooks. Like, they loved dude, I'm actually wearing a shirt. That's crazy. But yeah, they loved Mel Brooks, and like my grandpa's favorite movie, actually, he watched it before he died, and it was Blazing Saddles, and he was like, that's the thing I want to watch before I die, is that's that, you know. And so, and he was like the funniest dude ever. I mean, like, he would get everybody in the house just dying. And I think like that's one of the things where like you feel like you're kind of it's almost your responsibility to be funny too, because everybody was funny in your family. So it's like, it's just different versions of funny though, you know, like my mom's like cynically funny, and like but it's weird. But anyway, but yeah, like definitely like watching Mel Brooks movies with like my grandparents was like definitely helped shape, like, you know, Blazing Saddles and like Young Frankenstein and like all of those, which are actually like kind of parody movies. Mm-hmm. If you think about that. Right. But yeah, just really the movies that I watched was definitely I think
for sure Men in Tights was a parody.
yeah, definitely that one.
Mel Brooks was
the rabbi.
Is or was? Is he still living?
I think he
Okay.
is, dude. I think he is.
I guess I would have to say is
think
then
it's
if he's still living. He was the goat or is the goat when it comes to
Yeah,
those funny moves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm sure he has like other stuff written ready to go. Like he just hasn't put anything out. I don't think.
That made
But
me curious.
He's still
I
living.
know,
He's
dude.
98 years old.
Oh man, 98. I didn't think that guy would live.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Humor is best medicine.
It truly is.
It is.
Yeah, dude. That's
He's getting ready
Yeah.
to turn 99 next month.
Dang, that's a feat.
that's crazy.
Well, he
If
needs
I
to
could
put out
meet
one-
him,
he
that would
needs
be
to put out
so
one more.
freaking cool.
He needs to put out one more.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
Well,
it skipped out a little bit.
you're good. Were you always the funny one growing up, or did you have to hone into that? Did you have to try?
I think I've always been. I notice the more I try, the less funny it ends up being. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, you just kind of you're just in the zone to like just kind of have fun. I think that's like what funny is just having fun. You know what I mean? And it's just I think just the more you kind of like try to do it, it doesn't work. But if you can just kind of, you know, it's like the Chinese finger trap. It's like, you know, you have to you can't try to escape, you know. It's like, but yeah. So no, I think I was just kind of. I mean, I think it's honing it now is like trying to be consistent with it because I make so many videos that it's like I want them all to be funny or at least make you feel something, and it's like to like now it's like okay, I like the fart jokes; those are a lot of fun. Like, you know, it's I find them funny every time I make them, but it's like I don't want to just be the fart guy, you know, like I want to do other things that are still funny, you know what I mean? Like I want to kind of just though I gotta say, every single time I do like a fart video or poop video, it seems to do insanely better than the other ones. So I don't know. It's like it's that's what they want to watch. It's not I don't pick it.
It's what
like,
the
it's
customers
it's
want, right?
obvious. You see the trend of like yeah, dude. Like I don't mind. I love them. I think they're funny. I could make one every day, but like I don't because I just don't want to have that as the only thing I'm talking about. But like it's weird. It's like every single video I talk about where I shit myself is like the last one I did was like 2 million. 2 million. That's like a Facebook video. Like, you know what I mean? Like 2 million views is crazy. But like the next one I did was about allergies, and then it was like, eh. And then the next one I did after that was about circumcision. And it was like, meh. Yeah, but pooped yourself. Now that's money right there.
Joey's over
Like,
here
I
like,
thought a
look,
messed up circumcision would be kind of funny, but
I hear you. Joey said over here like, look, I'm not saying I'm a poop content creator, but they're saying I'm a poop content creator.
we change the title of this. Episode 37, the poop guy.
for real, dude.
They're
Like
getting
I didn't
confused right
choose
now.
the poop life. It chose me, dude.
It chose you.
It happened, man. I don't know.
So outside of all the fart or poop ones you have, do you have a favorite one that you've made that you just loved?
The one that I like. Two. I have two that I have that are like my absolute favorites. One was Monster Mash. I did a parody of Monster Mash, and it was she got me crabs, and that one just like the video looked so good, and the music was good. I thought the lyrics were good. Like it was one of those videos where I was like, this like gets me in the holiday spirit, you know, like it makes me feel like Halloween, but it's also funny. And the other one was I did a video. It didn't even do that good, but it was Oreos instead of Ariels by was it System of a Down, and it's like it sounded so good and it looks so good that it's just like one of my favorites, but like not a lot of people have seen it. And it's a full video too. I loved the way it sounds so much. I was like, I'm just gonna do the whole song, I'm gonna do a whole video, release it as a whole thing, and like no one hardly seen it. And I was like, I mean, it's hard. Then that's why it's hard for me to like invest a bunch of time into videos because it's like when I do, it just seems like it fizzles away. But I do like the Hawk Tuah video, and it ends up on the news, and it took me like a half hour. You know what I mean? So it's like, what am I trying so hard for? Like, crazy.
I really like the Monster Mash one as well. That was a really good
Oh,
one.
thanks. Yeah, that one was a fun one. It was just like I was a vampire that year too, so it was like I had all the stuff to like go extra with like the video, and it was the Hunchback was fun to do. But, yeah.
So you're saying like to have all this stuff? So how when you come up with an idea for a song or a parody, what's the thought process behind that? Like I have to acquire this, I have to do this, or you're saying 30-minute videos? Like,
Hold on, you cut out a little bit.
Oh, do you have like
Uh-oh.
everything inside? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it stopped for
Okay.
a second. Sorry about that.
Gotcha. Do you have everything inside your studio ready to go? Like you got like costumes and stuff hanging up, or do you have to go
Yeah.
acquire them?
Sometimes I have to acquire them. Sometimes, but I like keep them after I do it. So it's like I am slowly getting like a costume, like wardrobe for just outfits. But I feel like Seth Rogen in that Pineapple Express, he just has all those outfits in the back of his car. But but like, yeah, dude, and like sometimes I'll debate if I think it's like really worth it. Like I'll be like, all right, this would be funnier if I was like this, and then I'm like, is it gonna be worth it though to look this way for this, maybe like 2-second part or something? And it's like, probably I'll just green screen it or something like that, because it's like I don't make a ton of money doing this. I mean, this is like the most I've ever made as a job, but like it's not to the point where it's like I can just be like, all right, I'm gonna drop $100 on every video. I would be broke. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have to like kind of weigh it out. Like, okay, maybe I'll do this one. But yeah, I do have kind of like the process of trying to figure out how to make a video though. I think you asked a second ago before. Mainly like the process of like trying to figure out what I'm going to do is like a song will come to me as like meaning like I hear a song and I'm like, oh, that would be a fun one to do. And then like I'll try and like play along with, usually I'll go to the chorus because that's like the thing that's repeated the most. So like that's the main idea of the song. So I'll try to like, okay, what can I do with the chorus? Okay, that might work. And then I'll go to the beginning and start writing it about that. And then it leads into the chorus. And then like depending on what it's about, if it's about like the circumcision one that I just did was like I was trying to figure out, okay, is this going to be, how can I make this funny in a video format? And it's like, okay, maybe he's talking to a therapist or something, and he's like, yeah, I have this problem and this sucks, and then it's like, okay, maybe I'll have like a flashback to where it happened to him or something. So it's like you have to kind of paint the story, and I think putting the words on the screen helps a lot too. Like it kind of, you feel like it's like, oh, I can understand what's happening a little better. But that's pretty much the process. Is it's like I go off of what each video calls for, like that I think would be the best, that I could do without like going too crazy. But I also try to write for opportunities too. Like I did the Buc-ee's video, and that was like I knew I was driving from Florida to Michigan, and I was like, I should write a song for Buc-ee's because I know we'll stop there. And it was like, okay, so then I was able to make a cooler video. Like I went to Buc-ee's on purpose for the video, but it was just like on the way. So it's like kind of being like kind of planning it also helps, when you're trying to make a video more, I don't know, I guess captivating, where you're not just like in front of a green screen every single time. Because I'm really not that good at green screen. So it's like for me to make it look good, I want it to be like, legit me there instead of like a green screen. Though it's easier.
It is.
Yeah, green screen is.
Sorry, I blocked out one more time. It keeps going in and out. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good.
It's
Good. Go ahead. We were both talking at the same time.
Yeah, all good. So Joey, tell us a little bit about like what a typical day in your life looks like.
Um, well, I usually wake up, use the bathroom, have a cup of coffee, make some breakfast, usually like 2 eggs, and then I'll start because I'm trying to lose weight. So like I usually would have like bread and like meats and all kinds of, but as of right now I'm like, all right, I'm trying to lose weight, so I have like 2 eggs in the morning, and then I'll come in my room here, and then I'll just start writing. I'll try to come up with something. That's usually when I start writing lyrics because it's like too early to sing or be on camera. So it's like you just do all the thought process stuff in the morning, and then like as the day progresses, I'll start getting ready to like record, check like vocals and stuff, and make sure I can sing okay, and then I'll record the vocals, and then hopefully start working on the video. Like today, I just finished writing. What is it? It was that one country song, which was like I went out to eat with my wife and we're sitting in there at dinner, and like that song came on. It was I'm here for the party, I'm here for the party, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, like I thought like, oh, maybe I could do like I'm here because she brought me, like you're going out to like, you know, to Target or something, and your wife brought you, and you're like, I'm only here because she brought me. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that seems like an okay idea. So then I wrote the lyrics this morning, and then recorded the vocals for it, and then I was hoping to film it tonight, but parents couldn't watch the kids, and I was like, all right, well then I guess I'll try and do it tomorrow then. But so
There you go.
because my wife usually she films, so it's like we'll go out because like I'm probably gonna go to like a Target and then just go inside with like a cowboy hat on and try to make it look like I'm holding her purse and stuff, and just kind of go through the different shots, and yeah.
Look at
Follow-up
that, guys.
question.
We get a sneak peek.
I can play the song if you guys want. I have it all recorded.
Absolutely.
I mean, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here, hold on, give me 1 sec. See, I'm gonna
Bet. Meet me at Target. I'll film. Big Richard said he got you.
Is that there? Is it? Oh, sorry, smacking the camera.
That's okay. I didn't feel it.
Oh. Can you guys hear it?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's that one.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I don't know if you guys could hear the lyrics, but it's
Yep. I feel
Yeah,
like,
okay,
I feel like it should resonate with a lot of men out there.
Absolutely.
that's what I was hoping for. I'm like, that's what I deal with. That's what
So I got a follow-up question to what you were talking about earlier. You said you were going to go to Target whenever you get a chance, and you and your wife are going to
Yeah.
do some filming. You said cowboy hat.
Yeah.
How many crazy weird looks do you get when you're inside of these?
I don't
public
even
places?
look anymore, dude. I really don't like because I look at it like I'm not gonna stop until like security comes up and they're like, hey, you can't do that. You know what I mean? And I don't usually do anything too crazy to where like that's an issue. I'm not like one of these prankers who's like slamming milk on the floor or anything. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally just walking around like mouthing a song, you know what I mean? Or like singing. But you do get like weird looks for sure. Like there's definitely people who are like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when I was at Bucky's, like that was like almost performing. I mean, there were so many people in there that it was like, holy crap. I mean, there must have been like 100 people in there. And it's like I'm standing in the middle of it, just like, yeah, like trying to do this thing. And lots of people looking, but it's like you have to just do it. If you want to get like the way I look at it is like if you want it to look cool, and you want it to be something you're like happy with and you can look back at it and like there's just been like it's a lot of like learning, like when I first started posting, I do something that I was like, oh man, I should have did that. I should have just did it. Why didn't I do it? I was scared. I didn't do it. And now I'm like stuck with this video that's okay. So like now I'll go and I'll do it. And I'm just like, okay, what do I want to see? Okay. And then do it. And then even though like just me dancing next to the like beaver in front of Bucky's, there's so many people walking in and out and I'm just staring into the camera like, yeah, and it's like you have to forget that they're all there, but like they're there, like they're right there, like and they're staring at you and they're laughing and the one dude's like, yeah, that's awesome, and I was like, thanks, man, but everybody else is like, what are they doing?
So you just mouth it?
Oh, sorry.
So,
Sorry, what'd you say? I'm sorry. You said, do I just mouth them?
Do you just mouth it, or do you actually sing it while you're there?
I do. I think singing it is actually like it looks more authentic because like if you're just like mouthing it, it doesn't look as good. So I do sing it, but it's like I won't sing it very loud. You know what I mean? Like I'll be singing, but I won't be like "Rah!" Like I would when I'm recording the vocals. But like I'll still be singing it because I want it to look again like I want it to look as good as possible. And if you're just like talking the lyrics, you can tell like it doesn't have the same like look as when it doesn't sound the way it should look or look the way it should sound, or you know what I mean.
And then everybody just looks at you like you're extremely weird when you're doing this. Like, Big Richard says, "Come to the Fenton Walmart, dog. You'll be the most normal one there."
Hell yeah, that'd be sweet. I can't see the chat. I don't know if I can fix that. But
it should be on the right side somewhere.
Right side of the top.
All mine's
comments.
Mine just says you're in the show.
Oh. Well,
so I'm just letting everybody know I'm not ignoring them. I just don't see anything
for you. How about that? As they come in.
Okay.
You'll look something like that when it does pop up.
Oh yeah. Come to the Fenton, dog. You'll be the most normal one there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I seen that one.
All right.
So, what do your family and friends think of your content?
I think everybody likes it for the most part. I haven't really gotten any negative stuff. I mean, my one aunt was just sorry, I got live animals here.
Oh, good.
Just a couple of donkeys were getting ready, like Noah's Ark. But but yeah, dude. Yeah. I think for the most part, my family's pretty supportive. But like, you have like your aunt, or it's kind of like, why you have your shirt off all the time? And I was like, because I just think it's funny. It adds to it, which I stopped doing, and it has benefited me in the ways of, like, companies want to work with me and stuff.
There.
They're like, we don't want to see like big man boobs, and I'm like, all right, fair enough. I understand. And I don't think it's helped too much.
When did big man boobs go out of style, though? That's
what I'm saying. I thought dad bods were in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think. Well,
right. But when does the dad bod start to become a mom bod? Where's the line? But I know, man. I know. We had like about 5 minutes. It was like dad bods. And they're like, nah, we're just kidding. Happy Father's Day.
made you feel better about yourself for a couple of years, but we're past that now.
Oh man.
So
I hope my signal's all right.
Oh yeah, you're good. On our
I got to
side.
get
We hear
better
you good.
internet. I'm working on it. We're getting Starlink. Trying to.
No, that should help.
Okay, yeah. For me, it just like goes like you guys disappear for a second. I'm like, I'm just waiting.
Definitely not us.
Good on
paying
our
Jack
end.
Okay, cool.
Penny. So what's a passion that you got that maybe your followers don't know about, other than what you're doing?
Cooking. I love cooking as my favorite thing to do, dude. And I'm good. I'm good. I didn't get this size by being a shitty cook, man. I'm pretty all right. No, I love to cook. I love Italian food. I love making like chicken parm. I love doing it. I love like making homemade noodles. Bread. My wife, she makes killer bread, dude. She started making sourdough, and I'm like,
Ooh,
I can't. Like, I'm gonna just gain every bit of weight that I've ever had back, and I'm trying not to.
but the sourdough's the best for you when it comes to weight loss. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
is.
that's what they say. But if you eat a whole loaf, it doesn't matter. You'll still
Half the
gain it
calories
if
I
you
can
eat
have
all-
too.
Yeah, I'll eat the whole fuck. I literally like countless times. Just I'll sit there and be like, I'm just gonna have another I'll just have another one, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'll go straight to my gut. 1,000 pounds, but yeah, cooking definitely is like a favorite thing.
Not gonna lie, when you said that the first time, I could have swore you said cocaine.
Cocaine, very passionate
I
about
was like,
cocaine.
what?
That's how I get all these videos done so quickly.
He's just completely passed up the marijuana getting legalized. Like he's shooting for the cocaine.
It's
Yeah,
just something
weed
about that
was
smell,
cool,
right?
but yeah, I just, it's like a candle. You just want to keep it going.
So, what do you think the moment is that you realize, like, hey, I'm really going viral. This is something I can really do.
It probably was like, I want to say like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Like I had like a couple viral videos, that like when I first started doing the parody stuff, that was like, okay, this is what I'm good at. This is what people like, and I'm getting a lot of views when I do it. So, and I enjoy doing it. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. And then, like I remember getting like one of my first like big checks, and I was like, I don't have to work if I just keep this going. And it was like, I'd say probably like, yeah, 2 years ago, I got like a real good check. Like it just for whatever reason, perfect storm. It was don't trust a fart, don't trust a fart, never trust. And that one blew up on Facebook like crazy. Like I posted it and it got like I don't know. I want to say like 20 million views or something crazy. And it was right when they were doing bonuses for creators. They were like, hey, if you get this many, you get a bonus. And if you get this many, you get a bonus. And so I knocked it out of the park with that one. And dude, in a month, I made like 10 grand from Facebook. And it was
Oh, wow.
crazy. It was crazy. I've never made that since. Like, just saying, like, that's. It was like, but that was like the moment where I was like, whoa, there's something cool here. I can maybe do something, just shitting, dude. I was just like, whoa. And I would check, like, it was blowing up so fast that, like, you could check, like, visually check it on Facebook, and it would be like, another 1,000. And I checked the next day, it was like, another 1,000. I was like, oh God. And then when it finally went into my account, I was like, it happened. Oh my God. Like,
They weren't shitting me,
dude. It was yeah. I knew like people were making money. Like I used to watch like PewDiePie on and off, and like I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's like a gamer or
Yeah.
whatever, and on YouTube, and he was just talking about how like he started, and he was like, I just start, and I do this thing, and I did it every day, and I made it like a thing where I did it every day. And that's what I did. I was like, you know what? Why not? One video a day, just post it. Just do it. Who cares? Who cares what it looks like? Who cares what it is? Just do every day. And I did. And that's what, like, a year into it of doing it like every day, all of a sudden just stuff started blowing up. And it was like a hustle though. It was like a grind that you had to just keep doing and doing and doing. And it was kind of depressing in a way, because you know, like your first videos, like they don't do good. And it doesn't matter how good you think they are, they probably won't do good just because you're just starting, you know? And it's like that's the hard part, is just keep going, you know, and just keep going and keep going. It's like even now, like 2 months ago, I got like no views for anything. And it's like that stuff happens where you're just kind of sitting there sometimes and you're like, God, this sucks. Like maybe I should just stop and I'll just go get a job. And like maybe maybe it's fizzling out, you know, maybe I'm too much, maybe I, you know, and all those thoughts start coming into your video, and then everybody tells you it's awesome and keep doing it. And then you have like a string of them and it's like, wow, this is incredible. This is amazing. And then you're just like, so it's kind of like, you have to start asking yourself, what do you want to do? And it's like, well, I love this. I love this job. I call it a job, but it's not really a job. You know, it's like I sit and listen to music and then write stuff that I think is funny and then turn it into a fun video that I get to do fun stuff, and you know, stuff it kind of puts you out of your comfort zone, but you know, that's where you have the most fun usually, is when you're not super comfy, you know. But
I would call it a job too.
It's
I mean, I wouldn't take any credit away from what you do. Like it's a grind. You're always constantly trying to come up with new ideas, constantly trying to figure out what your next video is going to be.
Yeah, entertainment.
So
yeah,
definitely a job.
yeah, and like the cool thing is though now is like I have so much material that I've already done. Like it's like I've done over probably like 400 songs, you know, which is it's crazy to think about. I mean, that's like albums, but like I have so much to like cherry pick from that like maybe didn't do well because of whatever reason, that I can kind of go back now when I'm having like a really slow day and I'm just not creative at all. I can just kind of like go, oh, let me go through some of my older videos and I'll be like, why didn't this get any views? Like this is funny. Like these lyrics are funny. And then I'll redo it and it'll do a lot better than the other one did, you know, just because I know how to film now too. Like my filming is a lot better than it was when I first started, and like my videos are a lot more like entertaining than they used to be, because it used to be me literally like here standing and I'd be like shirtless most of the time, which is like awful. Like, like what is happening? And I think that's why a lot of people stuck around at first. They're like, the fuck is this? But like, you know, so like that was like my, and that's all I did. like I would just, that was my job. That was weird. That was a weird time. Like, because that was my job. I would just take off my shirt and then I would just do my thing. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so strange. Like, and I wonder if like my newer fans even know that era exists. It's so strange. Like it's such a weird time that you, and like
I've
if
never
you go
seen
through the
any
thumbnails,
of that.
it's
so
just
buried.
all like fat dude in the middle, just like boop 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 boop, and like that was all it was. It was so strange, but sorry. But yeah, dude. These guys go shirtless a lot too, so you understand.
I don't know, you're talking about Big Richard.
Yep. It was one time, damn it, one time.
It only takes one time, man.
So, I guess previous employment. Have you ever had a job that just like completely sucked the life out of you, made you no longer funny Joey Calico?
Yeah, dude. My dad owned a carpenter company, like a handyman service company that also plowed snow in the wintertime. And I was his main employee. So that was awful. I mean, like, I love my dad and he's a great dude and I love him like to death. He's an amazing person. But like working for your dad is so challenging because like if you're late for work, your boss isn't gonna give you a bunch of shit. Like they will eventually, you know, like your boss will be like, dude, you can't keep coming in late, you know, like this is ridiculous, you know. But my dad will be like, yeah, up all night playing video games, huh? That's what you do. That's why you can't be here on time. And it's like a whole nother level of like, I don't want to be here. Like this sucks. Like I could I could get away with so much more if I didn't have a dad as a boss. It sucks.
Not only do you get
But
the
like
repercussions at work, you're also getting a life lesson too at the same time. You gotta love it.
yeah, it's awful. It's the worst. Yeah, dude. So yeah, and like plus like the job was like really hard. And my dad is like a machine when it comes to working. He's like, this is what we're doing. He won't even take lunch. We'll just work for like 8 hours and he's like, all right, I forgot food. And I was like, yeah, I'm starving, dude. Like it's 9 o'clock at night. We've been here since 6 this morning. Can we get food, please, for the love of God? But yeah, so that wasn't fun. And like snow plowing was awful. Like I used to like winter and now I can't even. I snow plowed with my dad for like 5-6 years. And it was just we worked for Greyhound bus line, so like we would get up at like 2 in the morning when it'd be snowing and you would just feel like garbage, and then you'd go into the ice cold winter wonderland and throw freaking salt with a bucket, and it was just like and no one was out. You were the only. That was the only cool part. Is like you'd be driving around like on the sidewalks in Detroit, and
You
like
own this town.
like that was pretty. Yeah, dude, it was sweet. But yeah, it was a crazy time though, because it was just like the work was just I hated my life. I even told him that. I was like, dude, I'm not lying. I've thought about killing myself. Like like this is.
Oh, I think
Well,
we
that was
lost
a-
him.
that was an awkward time to just.
Yeah, we didn't even get the after. Oh, well, this
Hopefully,
is
we get him back in here.
yep. Rip. Hold on. Gonna pop that bucket back up there. Did you shoot him a message? Probably shoot him a message.
Yeah.
Apart from this, I think the interview is going fairly well. That or he didn't think so. There's always that possibility. How about y'all? Y'all enjoying the interview? It's great. It's crazy to think though. It's like, art jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Telling you, brother.
I don't think I could compete with them. But who would have known?
Well, matter of fact, I don't know if you guys know, he did say he used to be, in a band.
Oh yeah.
So while we wait for him, oh, he's back.
Well.
All right.
He's en route.
There we go.
There we
We're
go.
back in action.
There he is.
There he is.
I said I was gonna kill myself, and then I disappeared.
It just disappeared.
We were
I'm so
concerned for a
sorry.
second.
No,
That
yeah, you
was
were
from
like,
Big Richard.
Jesus, that happened.
We were like, is
yeah,
that
no, they
was
didn't,
that his
and
way
I
of telling
wouldn't-
us he hates us?
No, dude, my phone died. I was on my phone and it just died.
Oh.
So sorry about that.
Fair enough. No
You're
worries at all.
So
So I'm
After
trying
the
I'm trying
thoughts
to
of
get
killing
good lighting
yourself.
in here.
I'm just trying to wrap that story
pretty
up.
much, and he was like, yeah, and he was like, quit being. No, I'm just no. He was like, well, then do something else, and I was like, all right, and then I got a job somewhere else, and I hated that too, and I came back to work with him, and now I luckily was able to do this. Like I said, the pandemic happened, and like I didn't have to work, and then that's all we did was stay home and make videos. So it was a good thing, I guess, that happened. But
I will say,
yeah, I mean, a good
I
thing to
think
come out of it.
A lot of creators were born during the pandemic. And you know,
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah,
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like that sparked a lot of things to start, right? So that there's people out there that I absolutely love watching, and I'm sure everybody else has their stars that were born out of that pandemic that they would have never seen if the jobs kept flowing.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think I would have anyway. I think it was just a matter of time for me to like just do it. Like I always wanted someone to do it with me, and that was why I didn't do it earlier. Is because I always wanted to be like a musician in a band, and I was like, I'm with a band, so this, you know, we're all on stage and we're all sharing this experience, and that's all I wanted was like to share an experience with people, and it was just like I guess this journey is like for myself, I guess, you know, and it's like, it kind of sucks, but I don't know. It's also like, it's kind of cool because I don't always work well with others. So it's really cool for me to just kind of always like be on myself. But you do get kind of stir crazy a bit and, you know, locked in your own head. And, you know, it's got its pros and cons, you know.
I will always advocate.
I do
for
work
doing
with my
yours.
wife though.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
yeah. I got my wife, so I don't have to do that. No, she's kind of like my like final step before I post it. I'll show her the video and be like, what do you think of this? And a couple videos haven't seen the light of day because she was like, you can't post that. That's an awful idea. And I was like, that would be funny though. And she's like, no, it won't. And she's like, they will cancel you for sure. Like, I was like, it wouldn't be that bad. You remember when Elon Musk did like the Hitler thing? I was gonna like make a song about that using Rammstein music. It was gonna be so bad. But she was like, that's gonna get you in trouble. And I was like, no, but it'd be sick. Like, I don't know.
You gotta have
Rammstein
one
anyway,
pinned.
so I was like, to do a Rammstein song would be sick.
You got to have one saved in your folder of one that she just wouldn't let you post that you love so dearly. You thought was going to go so well.
Yeah, I should make it anyway, and it's just like you said, just so I have it. And I get suggestions sometimes from people that are just nuts, man. Like sometimes you get them, and it's like, I'm like, I couldn't say that. It's a good one. I think it's really funny, but like, I don't think everyone will think it's funny. I think that rides the line of it. Yeah,
well, it's good. It's good. You have
I've almost gotten canceled a couple times. Yeah, the judicial branch, like, or something.
So how long would you say it takes you to go through like the whole process from like, hey, I have this idea and now I'm publishing this on Facebook or TikTok or whatever?
I would say like it's usually like 2 days. I would say is like the most average, like because just like I was saying, how I wrote that the country song I was just doing, I'm here for the party or whatever. I did that. Well, the idea came to me yesterday. I went out to eat yesterday. Today I woke up and started writing lyrics, then recorded the lyrics, and then I have everything ready right now for a video. So like that's the groundwork for the video, and now I have like just ideas that I want to do with the video. Like I have like an idea of like I want to be holding like a bunch of stuff like in Target that's just ridiculous amount, and then like I want to be holding like my wife's purse, which, you know, I don't know, something just to, you know, in front of the fitting room or something, you know. And it's like, and then I have all the ideas of like certain cue points I want to hit, and then, you know, there's one line that she says, and then I want her to say it in like as she's trying on something, and, you know, so it's like all those different ideas, and then I over record so that I can like pick and choose what I want out of it. So like I'll record all the lyrics, the whole song, probably like 6 times, and then I can kind of dissect it and pull different things. So I can like make a coherent video out of it, you know.
The last thing you want to do is go back to Target, right?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, for no reason. Like when I could have just got it and never seen it again. But yeah, and that sucks sometimes too, is like sometimes I'll think I recorded a part of a song, and that's why I started doing it, is because I'll be like, oh, I did that part already, so I'm not gonna record that part. And then there will be times where like I go back to like make the video and I'm like, no, I didn't record that part, and I didn't record it one time. So now I have like this empty spot that I'm gonna try and fill with something, or go back and record it. And it's like, you know, so it's like, okay, now you just do the whole thing like a bunch of times, and then you have something to pick from. And it's easier to keep track of.
So you kind of talked about, you know, doing it 5 or 6 times, then being able to dissect it and put it together. So what does your editing setup look like?
I do everything on my phone, honestly. I use CapCut, and I bought the CapCut Pro, and I film everything with my phone. So I just take the files that are on my phone and put them right over to CapCut, and then chop them and edit them. And I've been using it so long that like I stand by that app. This is not sponsored at all. That app is sweet. Like when it comes to editing, you can do everything. I mean, everything, anything you can possibly think of, that app can help you do. I mean, zooming in, zooming out, speeding up, slowing down, mirroring, like even like the green screen, like it's everything.
I will say that their
Guys, I'm in a
AI
thing.
removal tool is fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't used that yet. I haven't even used that. I should use that.
It is right quick and in a hurry. It's probably one of the fastest that I've used, and I honestly, we only use that once in a while, but like I still have like purchased the rights to that software just because of that one thing, is that AI background removal. Yeah. It's just perfect.
I'll have to try that. I haven't even. I just do like the regular like remove background, so I don't know. It's like I don't. Does it like automatically? I don't know if that's the AI one.
Yeah, the one where it just takes the background out.
I think
and puts you there. Yep.
Yeah.
Like that software that I've seen. It's not like the CapCut's got it going on for that.
Yeah, it's super user friendly, I think. I mean, it's all pretty self-explanatory, and like the sound effects, you can go through sound effects for days. Like that's pretty cool. I've been starting to use those more. Like you can type up fart and it'll tell you like 20, 30, 40 different farts, and you just click it, put it right into your video. You listen to them all. But yeah.
I just see him now, it's just like,
it's a cool app.
That fart's too dry. Nope, that fart's too wet. That one's just right.
Yeah, that's literally what it's like. I was like, it didn't quite sound wet enough. I wanted it to sound a little more wet. And then like it's moments like that where I'm like, this is my job. This is like literally what I'm doing. This is like I'm deciding on what fart to use. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to think.
He's the fart guy. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
He's a fart connoisseur of sorts.
Yeah. Dry with a nice wet finish.
Oh God. Hold on a sec. We got Queen over here. The farts do matter.
The farts matter.
So did
fart lives matter?
Other than the software, was there anything else you're rocking with as far as your setup?
Well, I mean, I have like basic. I really don't know terminology very well, so like I pretty much like I'll go into a store and I'll be like, this is what I need to do. And then I'm like, help me with that. And then they'll be like, this is what you need. And I'm like, good. And then I'll take it home and I'll figure it out from there. But like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I bought this thing. This is like a little, I guess you need this to go from like the soundboard to this to the computer. So that I bought that. And I was like, oh, that's how you do that. So like, I really don't. I have like a Yamaha soundboard, little Yamaha soundboard. But for the most part, this is probably the most. This is the main one. Is I use this little loop pedal, and it is sweet. I like I said, I have like a very like redneck backwoods setup, but it's super cool because like that thing you can record like 100 songs on it. So like I've used that for my live shows, and I use it for every single song. Like it's literally a loop because I don't know what I'm doing. So like I'll just hit the pedal and then I'll record the take and then hit the pedal and then I'll listen to it. And, that's pretty good. And I'll do it again or I won't do it again and then do a different part or harmonies or then I'll wait. And it's a pain, dude, because I know there's better ways to do it and I do it so not right. Like it's because like I'll wait for like the whole song for like one part at the end to just add something in. So I'll be sitting there waiting through the whole song and then I'll record and then I'll do the part and then I'll stop and then have to listen through the whole song to the end and go, oh, okay, yeah, that worked. Or I have to redo that and then delete it and then wait again for the whole song. And it's a pain, dude, but I got to figure out a better way, but it's working so far. So I just keep doing it.
There you go. So you talked about doing live shows. Do you have any live shows coming up?
No, I don't have anything set up yet. We were talking about maybe doing something in September. There was supposed to be a tour, but TikTok got deleted for like 20 hours or whatever it was.
It was
And
21.
they were like,
Yeah, 21.
yeah. And they were like, yeah, we don't know the future of TikTok, so we're not gonna do a tour. And I was like, that's dumb. I was like, I have a following other places too. Like that's not TikTok. I have like 1.3 on Facebook. I have like 700. Like it's not great. Like a 700,000. So it's not like a crazy huge difference. I mean, like I could still just going off of like, because it's like a booking agency. So they're like, we can't do it because of this. And I'm like, yeah, but you could. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. We were supposed to tour with, what was his name? With Rise Hendricks. We were talking about it. And might still happen. It might still happen. It's just we're waiting for like the dates now. But you guys know Rise Hendricks?
I'm not
The
familiar.
name is familiar.
You'd know him if you've seen him. Probably he does like the weird bars and like.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. And we did a video together. It was really cool. That was another one that didn't do the greatest that I felt like should have done way better. But that was a fun one. But yeah, we were talking about like doing a tour together. So we're waiting to see. But yeah, as of like set in stone live shows, I don't have anything going on right now.
Do you have any plans on going back to your roots and making some original music?
Yeah, dude, I make original stuff all the time. I don't really pursue it as hard as I used to because like it kind of goes back to like trying to be somebody I'm not is kind of how it felt, because like I always watched like the old classic rock, where it's like, Led Zeppelin and like the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix. And I'd watch them and be like, wow, I want to be just like them. I wish I was that cool where you're just on stage and you just have this thing and you're just, I was like, I wanted that so bad. And then like, I just kind of realized like, I don't think that that's really like me, like, and doing this has kind of shown me that like, I'm more I'm funny, and it's like that's not a surprise. Like I've always been that, you know what I mean? I've always been funny. It's not like I'm like, well, I'll try to be funny for a while. It's like I just kind of was like, I should just make it into that's what I do, and so it's like I don't know, man. I want to make original stuff, but like it's just when I do it and I do write it, it's like it doesn't hit the same way as like when I make something funny to me, like. when I was writing like Hawkatua, I like was laughing the whole time I was writing it. Like I was like, "Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is gonna be funny." You know, and I just kept like laughing and and I like it was like making myself excited just from doing it. I'm like, "This is amazing," and like when I write original stuff, I don't get the same feeling. You know, like I'm like visibly excited when I'm writing this stuff, and like when I'm writing, I'm like sitting there thinking, well, that doesn't sound cool enough. There's a cooler way to say that. And it's just, funny is just, it just makes sense to me. And that's
like you were saying, the humor and everything, like you're like that emotion takes so much more control than anything else. And doing funny thing, it grabs you. It really does.
Yeah. And like you said, it like gives you a feeling like you can't get anywhere else. It's like, oh, this is and like I imagine other people watching it and laughing, and like that makes me happy. So I just keep doing it. I'm like, oh, maybe this person will see it and they'll think it's funny, or
you know how many people are going through like the shittiest day at work that they just go out for a smoke break or coffee break or whatever, and they go out there and they start scrolling TikTok. If they're having like the shittiest day ever, they're not going to see like, I'm not going to say standard TikToks where you're scrolling through and you're like, okay, yeah, that's like an informational video or anything like that. They're looking for some funny shit to move their day on. And I've completely been there. It's like, holy crap, this day sucks. I need some funny in my life right now. And then I'll watch some absolutely ridiculous stuff. And I'm not saying it's ridiculous, but it's like it makes me smile. I smash that like button, and now I'm walking back into the building with a smile on my face. It's more crucial, I think, than a lot of people think.
Yeah, and like the whole like social media stuff is like, it's, to me, it's like a new level of funny, because like it's I mean, some of the stuff that you see is so funny that it's like I've never laughed at anything harder in my life. Some stuff, you'll be at like 2 a.m. on your phone, and you'll come across some video that just hits you just perfect right at that moment. And like, dude, I will wake up my wife laughing, dude, because it's just like I'll just be shaking, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "You gotta watch this video. It's so fun," And it's like, it's something about that, like, it's not like produced. It's like, it's the same thing like with me, where it's like I do everything myself. There's no like company telling me what to say. There's no like anybody. It's just you. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, bring Vine back. That'd be sick. That'd be cool. Yeah, make sure Vine pays everybody. I heard that that's why they failed. They were like, "We're not paying you guys," and they were like, "Well, then we're not going to post here anymore." And they were like, "Yeah, we'll see how that works out." And then they died. But yeah, it's great. Yeah, like Vines are great examples. I still watch like old Vines and die laughing. Like, "Happy Christmas." Like, just like, I don't know. Those are just iconic forever, like, funny videos.
Well, so while we're on this, you're talking about you've got some experience the last 5 years of doing this, and you've seen things beforehand, and you can compare better than most, right? Because I would say that you've reached a level of success to where you're able to do this full time. So what tips do you have for some newer content creators? Like specific platforms would to start off with, or what you got, for tips?
Yeah, I would say when it comes to like new creators and stuff like that, I would say I would say hold on. Did I do it? Yeah. Sorry. I would say like all social medias are good. I mean, I would just post on everything, because it's it's you never know. You might have one that does well and one doesn't do well. Like when I post videos, like sometimes on TikTok, my videos don't do well that are doing like 10 million views on Facebook. You know what I mean? It's like and then that one only got 20,000 on TikTok, and I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. How is it the same thing that just it doesn't? But for whatever reason, so my advice is post everywhere. Like make yourself kind of into like kind of a brand, I guess, where like you're trying to like it'll happen. You know what I mean? Like if you stay consistent, which is another huge thing, is like if you're consistent, I would say post something every single day and like really make that like a part of your life where you're like, this is what I'm doing, and whatever it is you're doing, go every day. Even if it's like something little, even if it's just not, every single day, post something, put a hashtag on it, tell people, you don't have to share it. You don't need to share it with your friends and stuff. That's what I kept thinking when I first started. You don't have to share it with your friends. They'll see it. If it's good, it'll just pop up, like I used to share with all my friends, please watch my video, check this out, do that. As soon as I stopped doing that, it was like, all right, I'm going to focus on just making content. Just like pretend I'm a content creator. This is what I'm doing today. And like when I started having that mindset of like, I'm going to make a video and it's going to be about this and I'm going to blah, blah, blah. And I did it every day. You start finding your niche, which is important. You need to figure out what makes you different from everyone else. What's your thing that people are going to like about you, and like that was kind of my thing. Was like, okay, I found out that I went through all these different things, different characters, trying different things, and just ending up being myself and just embracing the weird, funny stuff that I like and just going for it. And that was like another big thing that like changed for me in the beginning was like, I was super self-conscious about my nipples and chest and my whole look. And I was like, do something that makes you so uncomfortable. I was like, make a video without your shirt on and just own it. Just go for it and let the hate roll in because you know it's coming. Everyone's going to hate it. They're going to call you fat and ugly and please put a shirt on and you're going to see it. I did it and I got nothing but love. And it was crazy. It was like so many people. This is amazing. Funniest thing I've ever seen. This is a great, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, it almost made me want to cry because I was like, this is like the opposite of what I've, how I was feeling or how I thought people would react to it. So it's like going against your own original thoughts is sometimes a good thing, and like putting yourself out there as far as you can, even though it makes you uncomfortable, I think is good too, So
you're saying just fucking send it consistently.
Full fucking
send. Yeah, all the time. Because if you don't, you're only lying to yourself. You know what I mean? You're only like, if you're always worried about what someone's gonna say, if you're always worried about what someone's gonna think or your family member's gonna think, or it's like it doesn't matter. That's not their life, it's your life. And it's like you're the one who has to deal with whatever happens. You know what I mean? But they twerking is hard. That's funny. They do when they twerking, it do be hard.
Hey,
but like
might need to reevaluate.
Like,
go ahead.
But no, but just being like, I guess that's the best thing I can say is like be your authentic self. If you're like a weirdo who's just like nerdy and you just love reading ingredients, make a channel where you're reading ingredients, dude. Like you'd be surprised. You never know. My whole theory to everything is there's an audience for everything. I mean, and that's the cool thing about the internet is there's somebody out there. My wife watches people braid hair. That's what she like to go to sleep. She'll just turn on a video of a lady braiding someone's hair, ASMR braiding hair. And I'm like, that's weird. That's a weird thing to watch. Like, and that video has like 20 million views. And it's like braiding hair, ASMR, like there's nothing you can't do. Just, you have to be consistent because you have to beat the other 400 pages of ASMR hair videos. But, that's where consistency comes in. If you keep putting them out,
I'll agree with Big Richard. Them power washing videos though are on point.
dude, or the
Dude,
lawn.
that locks
ones,
me in.
Or the dudes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
like,
sir.
lock me in.
Dude, I should
But
make a
you-
video
like
on that.
like you
Everybody will be stuck through the whole thing.
There you go.
Oh, hey, that's a good idea. So
Yeah.
my wife be on it. Like, what is that? The girl just packing snacks for the kids the next day, and it's all like click, 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 click. It's like, the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing over there? Like, what? What are
What
you
is
watching?
it? Why are you watching that? Yeah. But and it's like you look at it and it's got like crazy views. There was one dude who did a dance in front of his sink, and it got like 170 million likes or views, and the dude just blew up. Shirtless lawn mowing song. Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, dude. Yeah, that's my advice. I mean, anybody who wants to be a creator, go for it. But like, just you have to look at it like a job. I think if you look at it like a job, I mean, as long as you're having fun, you know, like that's the thing is you can have fun and do a job. You don't have to like hate your life. You can just, you know, you just have to wake up and keep going and go, no, I have to do it. I have to do it. And that's the hard part is like making yourself keep going. And yeah, I have to. And then when you're done, it's amazing. Like all the people, when they do end up liking your stuff or sharing your stuff. And it's just been like the craziest ride ever. Like I would advise anybody, if you are passionate enough, try and do it. Cause if you get the chance and you're lucky enough, like I've been, it's one of the coolest things. Like I grew up watching like Cheech and Chong and like absolutely loving all their movies. And like they danced to one of my songs. And that was so crazy to see like my two idols dancing to my voice. And I'm like, that's me. And it wasn't even like I was tagged in it. Actually, I was. No, they didn't tag me. A bunch of people tagged me in the comments. And I was like, what is this? And I click it and it's Cheech and Chong dancing, you know, I want to smoke weed. And I was like, oh my God. And it was like, it was the greatest day of my life. And
Where the hell's that video at?
Stuff. Oh, if my phone was charged, I'd show you. I got it saved in my phone. This is one of the greatest.
Damn.
But it's an old one. You could well, I don't know if you could look it up, but yeah, it's just like it's not a very long video. It was like I think 5 seconds, and it's just them walking backwards, going, "I want to smoke weed," and that was it. And I was just like, "That's amazing. That's the greatest thing." So yeah, like, and just the people you get to meet and the stuff you get to do is just really cool. Even you guys, me meeting with you guys, this is like. I get to do this. This is awesome. You know what I mean? This is cool. Like, I don't know. I'm great. I'm grateful.
When Goody told me, he's like, "Hey, we got Rolling Blue." I'm like, "Who the fuck's this guy? Like, are you talking about?" It's like the guy that like does the funny parody stuff, and I'm like, "Yeah, but who?" Like, and he goes, "The like,
yeah."
You know, so I looked it up, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" My mom was going fucking off on this guy, like, because of that shopping one that you did with the lines, you know, that was in the intro video. So that was the first one that she's ever seen. And she's like, she continued to like continuously scroll through every single one of those videos, and I was like, "Yeah, this dude's fucking gold. Like, this is awesome." And I'm like, "Oh shit, it's that guy!
Man,
it's that guy." I do horrible with names. My memory is shot, but
me too.
I was like, fuck yeah, like let's do it. Like that's awesome. And he's like, "Yeah, I missed his email. He said he wanted to, but I never responded to him." Like, you fucking jackass.
Yeah, he was like, I don't think it's gonna work, dude. He's like, I seen your one video about the planes crashing, and I can't risk it. PR said no, dude.
After you said yeah and didn't hear anything, you're probably like, "Well, all right, I guess they didn't want me on that bad."
Yeah, like, all right, well. No, I just know people get busy and stuff. I'm just, you know, just wait and see what happens. But this has been really cool, man. Like I like your guys' show. I like your setup. The intro was bananas. I gotta say, I was sitting there like, You guys had the song, all the videos. The song blew my mind. I was like, they wrote this. This is a song that's written. That's crazy. That's dope.
I stayed up until like 1:30 in the morning making that last night.
Fantastic, dude. That was amazing. Holy crap. That was the grandest entrance. I don't think it'll ever be beaten. Ever. I don't think. I don't like in my whole life, I don't think it'll be better than that. I don't think anybody will have like a collage of like my best videos and then a song going. I was like, I got so pumped. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I will make sure I send you all the stuff that we have for you that we created.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sweet. I might have to use that character you made, dude. That might be my new profile picture.
We have one with the Joey your name, and then we have one with just the person too. So I'll send you both.
That's sweet. Please send them to me. That'd be so sick. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
So, how are we for time? Because I think we got a couple more questions, and we usually open up some questions for chat too. So I was just wondering how we're doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
So chat. Anybody that there's avidly watching or just somewhat watching, we appreciate you both. If you have any questions for Rolling Blue, Joey Calico, one and the same, start dropping them in chat roll right now. And once we finish up our couple of questions here, we'll start popping up on screen. So, what is one thing that you need to absolutely start your day with?
Oh, coffee. Yeah, I hate to be one of those guys, but yeah, coffee, dude. That's I've grown accustomed to coffee. I got an
At least it's not
espresso
cocaine.
machine. You can not cocaine. I should have said that. Damn it. Cocaine. I need that in the morning.
First thing, roll out of bed. Blind Freddy.
There we go.
Yeah, coffee. Gotta have my cup. Yeah, Irish coffee.
I don't fully believe in the whole Irish coffee thing, like but I love the taste of it. Irish creamer
like Bailey's
is
or whatever.
phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Irish, they know when to drink, how to drink.
When to drink, which is all the time. But it's okay.
Yeah, all the time. They're like, we got a breakfast one. Yeah. Well, I'm like 50% Irish, so I can say.
Oh, me too.
Hell yeah. But,
So when you first got started, when you first got started out, what were your goals with this? Like, what give us an idea of like where you wanted to see your follower goal, for example?
well, like I just kind of thought, like, if I could get, like, 1 million seems so far away, So like when you're talking about like goals, my main goal was to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. No, my main goal was to just make enough money, to where I didn't have to work, and like that was my job, was content creating, and that was my main goal. Like if I could do that, I won. So like that's that. As soon as I hit that point, to me, I made it. Like I was like, all right, I can stay at home. I can be with my kids. I can be with my wife. And I have the most flexible job of all time. Like I'll go to Florida and I'll be there for like 5 months and just stay there till it's warmer in Michigan. I'll come back, and I can do that because I can make videos there and make money there. Thanks
So
to
you're a snowbird.
everybody who watches my videos, which is crazy. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's a good gig. I mean, it's I stay in like a little trailer though, so like that part sucks, because it's like 4 people staying in like was it like 200 square feet or something. It's not very big, but it's like it's warm, so I stay outside. And I'm like, that's nice. But but yeah, that was like my goal. As long as I could make enough money to, you know, just like I could focus on just doing that and have the freedom to kind of still do what I want to do, that'd be cool. But like I was like, if I could get 1 million followers, that'd be crazy. Which happened, and then I was like, oh my god, it happened. And yeah, so like now I'm like 10 million. I don't know. It's just like you just 100 million, 4 billion. No, I don't know.
One
But you know, it's just like I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, 1 million. But yeah, it was the goal was 1 million, and I hit it, and then I was like, all right, well, I guess it can be done. And yeah, that was a pretty cool day.
So how long have you been creating content full time?
I think since 2022. I think it was so about 3 years now. I was making money even before that a little bit, but it wasn't like it was like $100 here, you know, $75, whatever, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't enough to really do anything, but I was like, yeah, you know, like pizza's on me. I made some money online. You know what I mean? So like that was pretty, you know, I got Taco Bell, don't worry about it. But you know, like, you know, and then it slowly built into where it was like, okay, I'm making like, you know, 1,000 from TikTok this month, you know, 500 from Facebook, and then I could kind of live off that. You know, it was like, all right, I can afford stuff as long as I just take it easy. If I don't spend a lot of money, I'll be okay. So yeah. And my wife was cool about it, which made it a lot easier. I think if you have somebody who's like my wife was like, this is a dumb idea, you shouldn't do this. I probably still would have done it, but I don't think it would have the love that I have behind it, you know.
Yep.
Because it's like she's like, yeah, you can do it. This is gonna be awesome, and it makes it so I'm like, yeah, she supported me, so it's cool, you know. My kids support it, and you know, it's cool. You know, watching my son, like he wants to do exactly what I'm doing. He's like, Dad, I'm making a video. I'm like, all right, dude, what are you doing? He actually came up with a parody, and I was like, that's not bad, dude. Like that wasn't like some of the words weren't super rhymey, but it was like he did rhyme in some spots, and I was like, you're getting it, dude. You might be. I might have to hand the torch to you one day. you might be the next one after me. I don't know.
Did he get it posted?
Sorry, what?
Did he get it
broke
posted?
up a second.
Uh-oh.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, you hear me now?
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Did he get it posted?
No. I still have to make it with him. We did do the one video where it was like Beauty and the Beast. Booty smells like cheese. I don't know, it's stupid, but it was it was a fun one. He thought it was funny, so like I made it with him, and he's a pretty good actor. He's not bad, you know. No, but what was the one he did? It was like Under the Sea, and he was like, I want to watch Mordecai and Rigby, but Mom and Dad won't let me. So I turn on Disney, watching TV. And I was like, nice, man, not bad. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was solid.
You started off late in life, so like when he actually gets a hold of everything, like he with all hopes he surpasses you.
Yeah, I'm sure he will, man. He's got the energy for it. He wants to do like a Ryan's World channel. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. That's a good idea. We'll do it. But I'm like, I don't know, man. Becomes a job. He's like, I want to make videos. I'm like, all right, I don't know. I just don't want you to like do cocaine by the time you're like 13. You know?
He said cooking. He said cooking.
Yeah.
He likes to cook.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want him doing cooking when he when he turns 30.
It's got to make you feel good though that he wants to, you know, do what you do.
He does big things. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he looks up to me. I don't know why. It's weird. I feel bad. I'm like, there's so many people, dude. Like you could do so much better than me, man. Like this is it does come with its downsides of like being a dad and like having kids and like doing what I do, because like I have a video saved in my phone that I find hilarious, and it's just my daughter. She's standing up in a shopping cart and she's just like yelling diarrhea in like a trance. It was the weirdest thing. She's like in this trance. She's like, diarrhea, 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 Rhea, Rhea. And it was, I was dying laughing, but it was kind of freaky a little bit. And then she seen I was recording her and she's like, Rhea, Rhea. I don't know, it was terrifying. But yeah, you talk about poop a lot, your kids talk about poop a lot.
And they go to school and they're like, my dad's so cool. He makes videos and sings about farts and shitting himself.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, some of the videos, dude. I'm like, you can't sing that one, like the circumcision. I'm like, you can't be singing circumcision, bro. It's not a good look for like a 5-year-old. Like it's just, in the grocery store. My circumcision.
I still think that the grocery line one is just so damn accurate, so damn funny, so damn just perfect. That honestly, that one is what got me hooked.
Oh, thanks, man. That's like, and that was one that like, again, just kind of like using time, I think, to like your advantage. Like I was literally in Walmart and I was in line for like, I'm not even kidding, like an hour. I was standing, I was in Florida in Haines City. Yeah, dude. And I was standing in line and I was like, they've closed down the self-checkouts and have this line going around the inside of the store. And I already like had all the groceries in the cart, so I'm locked in. I'm like, I'm stuck. I'm not gonna put this back. I need all this stuff. And like, so I'm like, it's not gonna take that long. And I'm standing there and I'm like making my way. I'm like looking at the clock and I'm with like my 2-year-old daughters like falling asleep in the cart. And I'm like, dude, like there's no lines. There's like none of the self-checkouts were open. So like, yeah, it was like I was sat there and I was like, started thinking like this could be a song for sure. And then like, yeah, I started trying to think of songs, you know, waiting in line, you know, and then so yeah, it's a real life experience.
So did you record the video like while you were there and then do the song afterwards?
No, I did like in that situation, I got like some, I call it like B-roll, you know, where it's just like extra footage. And like, so I was standing there and like, so there are clips from that moment where I thought of it, where I'm like standing there and I like just lifted the camera up and like shot it. And there was just a ton of people just waiting in line. I did it behind me and I'm just like, dude. And like, you know, so I had different shots from that moment, you know, cause I was like, I'm definitely making a song about this. So I was able to use some footage from that moment. But yeah, then I came back. And of course, when I came back, there were no lines. And I was like, of course, there's no friggin' lines today. When I need to film it. So that's why I was like walking around the store and stuff. And, yeah. But I'm glad I got that B-roll beforehand.
Right.
So are there any like brands or companies that you've worked with that you were surprised to be able to work with?
Yeah. I worked with I believe, yeah, a couple of them were really crazy. I ended up working for Sony, which blew my mind. I believe it was that Ricky Stenicki movie.
I love that thing. That movie was fantastic.
Yeah, they paid me to write like a song about the movie, so I did that, and then I also got to make an ad for The Machine, Bert Kreischer's movie. I got to make an ad for that. That was super cool. And I think Timu was the funniest one. Like I hated it. I hated working with him. It was not fun at all. And people hated that I worked with them. I thought that was funny. Like everybody, it was like he's a fucking communist China working for commies. And I'm like, I was like, dude, it was like, and I didn't know it was like a bad thing. I just thought like Timu, you see ads for it all the time. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'll do an ad
The
for
damn
Timu.
commies paying money.
Yeah, these commies, and like people were saying like communist in the comment section, and I was like, geez, this is serious. I just and like you could tell in the video I didn't want to do it. Like the lyrics were awful, like on purpose, because they were so hard to work with and like mean and demanding. And I was like, guys, like this isn't, and they weren't holding up what was in the contract either. Like they're like, yeah, we'll send you everything that you want from Timu that's in this price range or whatever. And I was like, dope. Yeah, okay. So like I bought some stuff and they're like, well, we can't have that. And I was like, well, you said you said anything. Like I signed a contract that said anything. And they're like, well, we can't do that. And then I started getting upset. I was like, well, and then they just sent me whatever they wanted. I was like, this isn't the deal, guys. Just make the video. I'm like, all right, but I'm not gonna like it. So
Singing the parody song like,
yeah, I was,
just, you know,
I was angry.
Show it.
Yeah, and I even wrote the lyrics. I think it was like, I don't know. And I was like, they sent me all this stuff. Like it was like not like, you know, like wow, a pile of things. Like this is so cool.
Pile
Look
of
at this
shit I'll
shirt
never
that
use.
doesn't fit. Yeah, like, and I think I even like showed it in the video like way too tight. And I was like, this is how it came.
Their sizing is on point. I got my man Petey in today.
Yeah, it was a button up too, so it was just like blue, 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 blue. Like you could see, it's just way too tight.
If you could have just made one of the buttons just pop off in the middle of the video, it fits so good.
Yeah, I was like mid transformation Hulk, like it just was like just halfway. But yeah, dude, that was a fun one because I just hated it. But yeah, you do end up getting some decent ads sometimes that are fun. Like I did have to do one for it was what was it called? A museum. It was a kind of like, what do they call it? Mystery museum or something like that. And it's just got like pretty much optical illusions and stuff for phones and stuff. And that one was fun because they paid me like up front, and then I got to like go to a hotel and like stay in Cleveland and got to experience Cleveland and then do the museum for free. And my kids got to walk through, and I got like VIP treatment to do like a whole video. And so that was really cool. That was probably one of the most fun ones, because it was like you had to go out of state, and like, you know, House of Creole over there is delicious. I don't know if you guys ever have the chance, but if you like,
I've heard of that.
Oh man, if you like soul food, it was my first like real taste, and it was House of Creole, man. Whoo! Yeah, it was good. But anyway, sorry.
I'll have to visit that place the next time they pay me to go to Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm with you.
yeah. Cleveland's cool to go to, though. Yeah, Cleveland was pretty dope.
I've only been like once or twice, other than driving through. But
I've only ever drove through. It was on my way to Michigan. And it's usually like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know where Spider-Man would be.
I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I've ever drove.
I don't know where he's
ever
based
drove on
in.
the outskirts of Cleveland.
Yeah, the city is really cool.
Yeah,
I think somebody stole my spare tire there, though. That sucks.
Go
I have
to
a
Cleveland,
van
get
and the
paid,
spare
go
is up
home,
underneath it.
buy a spare.
Yeah, yeah. I went home and like looked under, and I was like, "It's gone! Like like someone snipped the cable that holds the tire up and just snipped it." And I was like, "They took the like the doors were unlocked. There was so many things to steal, and they were like, tire." I was like, "All right, I guess you needed it."
Well, I mean, at least you didn't come back and your whole car be up on
It was
blocks.
fast, man.
True.
Yeah, dude.
And-
Yeah, that could have happened. That could have happened.
So we lived down. Well, we didn't.
Yeah, I still had
my-
4 tires, so that was cool.
my grandma lived down in what was it, Sterling Heights, and she had this PT Cruiser, and the ugliest thing that a manufacturer could ever make, apart from the trucks that I've seen. I'm not gonna name it, but the trucks that you see nowadays. But anyway,
Yeah,
the
like a laptop half
The-
open.
right. So she walks out like one of the mornings, and she's like, her neighbor's like, something's different about your car, and they had stolen her rims, like, and tires,
Oh no.
and
Oh.
like just before that, she had some rim damage, and they didn't have like OEM replacements, so they gave her aftermarket like AM Racing rims. So it was like my granny
Oh.
had pimped out fucking PT Cruiser with special rims, and the
Yeah.
cop came by, was like, well, like I said, Sterling Heights, and she said the cop said, well, at least they were nice enough to put blocks under it. Well, okay.
Yeah. You
Well, thanks.
put them right back on.
Silver lining, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. They could have stole the blocks too, man. That's crazy.
So have you ever received like a message from a fan that it's stuck to you like to this day?
Oh man. Yeah, dude. There was this one dude, he was like a Mexican Slash. Like he looked like if Slash was just 100% Mexican is what he like. Anyway, he's but
Wait,
anyway,
Slash is the Mexican?
he was
No, I'm sure.
maybe he is. Maybe it was Slash, dude. Holy shit. I gotta message him back. I think he wants to bang me, dude. It's pretty rad.
So that's on your
Slash
list.
is into
Got
me,
you.
dude.
So we got one name on the list. Okay.
Yeah. But so anyway, this dude, he like sends me a message and he was like, "Oh, you're funny, love your videos." And I was like, "Oh, thanks so much." And then he starts sending me like pictures of him like posing. Like at first they were like normal pictures, like yeah, like he would do like the rock, whoa, horns. And then I was like, cool, I'd like it. Because I'm not a jerk. I'm not just gonna be like, what the fuck? So he sends like another one where he's got like his shirt like halfway up, and he's like, yeah, and I liked it because I was like, I don't know what's happening. I just, I'm like, cool, like, and then he sends another one with his shirt off, and I just was like, maybe we're just a couple of dudes, and he's just sending me, I don't know what's happening. So I like it. And then he's like in ripped pants that are like really ripped, like maybe on fire.
You didn't pay for that rip.
Like, no, dude. It just and I was just like, I didn't know what was happening. Like that's what all I can say about this whole thing was I just like completely. I just didn't want to be mean. He seemed like a nice guy. He just was being, and he's like a fan, so I didn't want to be mean to him. I'm like, yeah. Thanks, man. Like I was like, oh, but then you'd sometimes send him in like a group where it was like a really nice message, like Jesus loves you, and then he would send like a half-naked picture, and then I was like, thanks, man. And then I just liked the Jesus one, just to let him know, like I don't like the other stuff. Okay, I don't like it.
Shit's getting weird,
Jesus
dude.
stuff's fine, whatever. Yeah, I'm getting real uncomfortable. And it was always in a basement, dude. Like not just a normal basement. Like it looked like he was in the basement of like a barn. Like there was hay about, and like you could see the wooden walls behind him that were like, it was creepy, dude. And I was just like, and that's another reason I didn't want to be mean, because I was like, what if this dude's like a serial killer? It's not like it's hard to find me. You know what I mean? Like if he wanted to, he could. So it was just like, yeah, I'm just like, neat, man, cool. Like, thank you. Like, great. And like he just slowly stopped sending them, thank God. But that definitely has to be one of the most memorable interactions, man. That was just like, every time I opened my phone, I was like, there he is again. He's got something to say. I should.
Hopefully he's
Oh man,
this
like,
episode. He's gonna start right back up.
yeah. He's like, oh, he did like him. I knew it. No, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
if you are watching, I no mas, por favor.
No mas.
No mas.
No mas. Oh, good old Jackie Chan film right there.
Gracias.
No mas.
Yeah, dude, that's one of the best gifts I've ever gotten was this lady, her name Sabrina, and she came to one of my shows and she brought gifts, and she brought like these really cool candles. They're like skull, actually these like skull candles, and I'm like, that is rad. And then she gave me the most unique gift that I'll never forget ever. Every single flavor of Idaho potatoes, the instant ones, every single variety was in this bag. And she handed it to me and she said, here you go. And I was like, I'll never forget that. She was like, I didn't know what to get you. And I was like, instant potatoes is I mean, it's great. I appreciate it, but it's not what I would expect from anyone. You know, you never think someone's just going to come up to you with a bag of potatoes and be like, for you. I'm like, oh.
I didn't know what flavor you like, so I got one of each.
Yeah, everybody likes
variety
potatoes, man. Yeah. I was like, did I write a song about potatoes or something? I don't remember.
So what would back in the day, let's say 10-year-old you think if they saw you today?
Stoked. So stoked. My dude, if my 10-year-old self seen what I was doing now, he would be like, you did it, dude. You did it. You did what you wanted to do and you made it happen. Like, he'd be proud. He'd be proud for sure. And I am. I'm really proud of what I've done. Like, to have such a cool life, I'm overly grateful for it. And I know it's because of people who actually enjoy what I do. And it's like, that's such a cool thing. And people have come up to me and said, like what you were saying earlier, where it's like, that these guys have like just a bad day, and they're like, just want to let you know, like your video made my day just a little bit better, and it's like, to hear that, that's really like the driving force for like me going, okay, I'm going to make some more. I'm going to keep doing it. And, to hear somebody say that is like, hey man, I was, like, I've gotten some crazy ones where like somebody will say like, I was going to kill somebody today and I didn't because I seen your video. Swear to God, that was a message I got. And I go, what do you mean you were going to kill somebody? And he was like, no, I was going to, and I seen your video and it stopped me. I just want to let you know. And I was like, that's insane. I don't even know if I should be saying that right now. FBI is going to be up in my shit. They're going to be like, yo, where is this guy's account? And I'll be like, that was like years ago. You can scrub it if you want. I don't know where if you're going to find it, but yeah, it was like 2 years ago or something like that. And I was like, well, you shouldn't do that. And thank you for not doing that. I'm glad to hear it was because of me, but like, you shouldn't, thank you for not, but you shouldn't have even been thinking that. Like, that's a crazy, that's a hell of a jump from reality, man. That's crazy. It's a crazy thing to do.
Well, I mean, like I said, a bad day at work can be a bad day at work. Just everybody's been there.
Yeah. And the guy's like, "Don't trust a fart." He's like, "Man, that's a good one. All right, I won't do it." That's good. I don't even know how that could work, but I guess it can happen.
Well, out there
I
saving
call it
lives.
to, all
That's
right.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
Saving
dude,
lives.
I'm saving lives, damn it. Buy my
One
merch
at a time.
One
so I can
psycho at a
save more
time.
lives. Just helping them step back from the ledge, you know. Oh my god, dude.
Well, we sure do
Yeah.
appreciate you for that.
Yeah, there's
Absolutely.
yeah, it's like Batman. I'm kind of like Batman, you know, just it's a vigilante, really. Stopping crimes before they're committed. No, but
So I have
yeah,
I
there's
do have
been a lot of interactions that are
one last personal question. What do you I think that the whole tiki-taki thing is up in the air. So like what's your feels on that?
oh, and like TikTok falling through again or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's why I post everywhere, is just because it's not certain, like nothing is certain. So it's like I don't really know. I haven't been following it too close because I think it's a ridiculous thing if they even consider getting rid of it. It's you know, it's the most, to me, like horrible argument, like, oh, they're getting your information. Dude, if they want it, they'll get it. If you know what I mean, everybody signs into everything, you know, and it's like I don't know. I can't imagine that like TikTok is selling information, you know, when they're a company that's making like hundreds of billions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't see America like saying like, no, not allowed here, when it's a business that's as lucrative as it is. You know what I mean? I can't see them, more than just wanting to be a part of it, I think forcing themselves into the business. I could see that being a thing where they're like, yeah,
it's
we're
essentially
either
the
a
play,
part of
right?
it or it's nothing. Yeah, right. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's, I doubt it'll happen, but if it does, I mean, you know, I still know how to do carpenter work. I can still build walls and stuff, I guess, if I have to.
No more snow plowing with with pops.
No, I'll never do that again.
I can see it now.
But yeah, I mean, Facebook seems okay though. Seems like it's doing all right. As for like me being a creator and, you know, working on there, it seems to be an okay place. TikTok pays a lot better though when it comes to you know, actual content creating. But so I hope it doesn't go anywhere. I hope it stays around.
Have you ever thought about like streaming on Twitch or even streaming on TikTok?
Yeah, I've thought about it, but as you can see, even like this connection here has been just not the best, and I know that's
Yep.
100% my fault. So that's the main reason I haven't done it, is because this is what I'm stuck with right now. And I wish I could, because I would love to be on Twitch, you know, like just playing some games or whatever, just shooting the shit and hanging out, and you know, that would be amazing. But that's what I want to do, but I can't. So that's why I said too, like in the beginning we were talking, if I could get Starlink, that's a huge come up from what I'm working with now, HughesNet. It's not very good.
Oh, you're on
Oh,
HughesNet.
I think my speed is like,
Holy shit!
oh yeah, yeah, man.
Well,
It's
gotta love them
Ashran.
gotta love them backwood, you know, network sources, as some would say.
Yeah, it's wild. It's
So, I mean, not gonna
I
lie.
got the satellite up on the roof.
Like, all right, so we know what we're doing here, right? So, like, way the hell up here.
Yeah,
Fiber, somehow. Fucking love it.
that's
in a million
amazing.
years, I would never have thought that here don't have it, but here has it. Like it's like what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But okay, I'll
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're so close to having it, which sucks. Like there's where one town over has it. Like one town over
Oh.
has regular
So
like
close.
Spectrum internet. Just yeah, like it's a mile. It's 1 mile, and I'm like,
Oh,
please
God,
just
that
bring it
sucks.
over here. I'll pay you. Yeah, like I'm not gonna pay you to do it, but like I'll be a customer. I'll give you the normal monthly bill, you know. I think it's like $40 or something. That's fine. Like, but yeah, dude, it sucks. They were supposed to. They were talking about it, but because there's a bunch of kids in here. Like I'm in a gated community thing or whatever, and there's like a bunch of kids in here and they don't have internet, and it's like that's
Like an assignment?
terrible because I mean, in today's world, no, dude, like a HOA thing.
Okay.
Like a gated, yeah, not like a facility or something. Wouldn't that be wild if you found that out? You're like, wait a
I would be
minute,
shocked.
he's fucking insane. That's
It makes so much more sense now.
yeah, yeah. It would check out, but yeah.
It's the cocaine.
Hoping someday
That's
we
what
get
it
that
is.
fiber optic. Yeah, dude, it's the cocaine. Yeah, exactly. How are they supposed to go to school and work and shit with the internet? Yeah, the internet is bad. So hopefully they bring it in because they have, like I said, like our best bet is Starlink, which I can't get right now because I have trees surrounding my house, and that's another just form of satellite. But it's like
We
I
call
have to,
them
like,
Wi-Fi blockers.
put it on a pole. Yeah, dude. I gotta put it on a pole and shove it up like 60 feet in the air and just pray that it holds still, I guess, long enough to make a connection. So I'll figure something out.
Just chop the trees down. You'll be all right.
Yeah. There's so many though. Like it's like chopping a jungle down. I wish it was daylight out, I'd show you. It's insane.
So
And they're tall
going
as
out
hell
in
too.
pub-
It's like 100-foot trees. Sorry, what?
No, you're good. You're good. So like going out in public and stuff. How often do you get recognized?
More often than you'd think, dude. I didn't realize that I'd get any kind of attention, but it's like almost every time I leave the house, like one person will say something, and it's crazy. Like it's like I'll be in a store or I'll pull up next to someone putting groceries in their car, and I'll walk, and they're like, "You're the dude, hey," you know, and it's like, yeah, it's really cool. Like it's funny, you know, like. I always ask them if they want a picture, which is weird. It's weird to do, but I've had people where they're like, they'll message me later and they'll be like, "Oh, when I seen you, dude, I wish we would have took a picture. I just didn't want to be imposing." And I was like, "I don't care. You can take a picture with me. Like, that's fine." But I had one guy. I was in Tennessee, so like that happened, and then I was in like Tennessee, and this guy comes up. He's like, "Hey, you're that guy. You know, you do them." And I was like, "Yeah, man." And I was like, "You want a picture?" And he was like, "Nah." And I was like, "Oh, all right." Thanks for watching my videos. And he's like, "Ugh." Disgusting. And I was like, but it's because of that one person that was like, "Why didn't you say something?" That like I say it now, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable. I still haven't figured out a way to say it without feeling like a idiot.
Good douche.
But yeah. Did you like a picture with me? Yes. Yeah. The poop man. Come get your pictures.
You're gonna regret
Yeah.
it.
You'll see. You'll all see.
You know, when I hit 10 million followers, you'll regret it.
Yeah. When your kids and their kids know me.
Yep.
No, but
do you want
yeah.
an autograph? No. Yes, I do. Oh, excuse me while I whip this out. Sorry. reference. I had to
it's
throw
a,
it in
it's a
there.
weird. Excuse me while I whip this house. That's Blazing Saddles.
Yes, sir. One of my dad's
See, I'm
one of my
slow
dad's
as hell.
favorite films.
Oh, dude,
Queen-
it's the best. I'll hook you up. You want an autograph? Tell me where to send it. I'll send it. Got you. Got you. I got you. I got you.
Well, Queen, make sure you hit him up at joeycalico.com if you want to see more. I can't wait till I see
Yep.
this finished Target video, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
and like with those ones, you have to be like strategic on how you film them because it's like you're you gotta make sure you do all the stuff that you can get away with first, and then do the sketchy stuff last, so that if they do kick you out, you got most of it already done.
Yep.
Then you're good.
So, Goody, you have any more questions for him to ask before we ask the final?
I have one more.
Okay.
So I'm sure you read a lot of the comments and stuff on your videos. How do you handle when you have like the trolls or the negativity that come through?
My first instinct is I get upset. Like that's like I actually do because I read all the comments. So it's like when I'm reading like through comments that are like nice, the negative comments always hurt at first. You're like, why would a person even say that? Like that's not and you feel like you want to defend yourself, but then you realize like it's not even worth your time most of the time. You know what I mean? Ever. Not most of the time, ever. I've never like replied to someone and been like, yeah, that was a good idea. Like the next day, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just mad at the moment. And then it's like, and then you have to realize that like most people, it's like, misery likes company. You know what I mean? Like if someone's miserable and pissy, they want you to be miserable and pissy. And if you're a happy person and like you're making happy content and you're trying to make someone laugh and they're just not feeling it, it's like, they're insulted, you know what I mean? Especially if it's on a touchier subject, like, where I did that where like all the planes were crashing and that was like a thing everybody was talking about. And I was like, maybe I could make something. And it ends up, I ended up doing, another Flights Out of Luck or some shit. But, yeah, dude. It's like not it's like it was funny to me, but then like in the comments there's people who are like, yeah, people are dying and you think this is funny, and I'm like, I'm saying that there's planes going down and we're not talking about it is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like we shouldn't like why is there so many? Like that was my point. Or like why are we being told that there's so many? Like what there's something weird is going on with planes.
What changed? What's going on?
Yeah,
just trying to bring that to light, not necessarily the fact that the people are going down.
Yeah, I was saying how I don't want to get on a plane. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like maybe wait on buying a plane ticket. You just wait a minute, like maybe think about it. That's all I was saying. It's like, people are getting upset saying I'm trying to make a joke or something that's
shortly after that whole scenario. We'll just call it that. This guy books his first flight.
He's like, now's the time.
All right. First of all, it was my company, and it was also my first ever flight. I had never flown up until that point, and then all the planes were crashing and people were dying, and I was like, "It's over. I'm gonna die."
It's Final Destination. Yeah, dude. That's the worst. That would be the worst time to start flying. Like right when that happens, you're like, all right.
Yep. The last thing you heard from me was, "I'll pray for you." I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. Have a safe flight, dude. Bring your rosary beads.
I mean, the best time to go statistically is after a plane has already crashed. Not likely to have
That's
one
true.
back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like lightning striking.
Okay,
Could
so
happen though.
Queen had asked for. Well, I guess this was it wasn't a question. It was more of a request.
Okie dokie.
Queen wants a sample of your parody songs, and I'm assuming she's talking about live.
Yeah, like she wants you to sing to her.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
parody serenade.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Oh,
He's going for it.
He's getting it. I can't talk to him now because he doesn't have he doesn't have ears. Oh shit, he's full on send. All right, here we go.
Full send.
Okay.
I like this guy.
All right.
Me too. W guy.
Must be a Michigan thing.
All right. This one is from hell yeah. So this one's from one of the first parody songs I ever wrote. And it's CCR. So
Let's go.
hold on, I smoked a lot, so let me grab the lyrics real fast.
It's legal here. All right. It's just in case anybody's wondering.
Okay. Now I have a little safety net in case
Queen,
I
as do
fumble
I.
the lyrics.
He is Queen.
So, okay. Just double checking everything. All right. I see the zoo just lost a monkey. I see a lawsuit on the way. It just took my switchblade from me. I see he doesn't want to play. Yeah, don't go round tonight, 'cause he's bound to take your life. There's a baboon with a knife. I hear the screams of all the children. I know that someone's getting stabbed. Let's go hide inside a building. That monkey's pissed and shit is getting bad. Well, don't go round tonight, 'cause he's bound to take your life. There's a baboon with a knife. Hope you lock that door behind you. Hope you know how to fight. Looks like that monkey's gonna find you. Looks like we're all gonna die. Well, don't go round tonight, 'cause he's bound to take your life. There's a baboon with a knife. Well, don't go round tonight, 'cause he's bound to take your life. There's a baboon with a knife. There you go. I don't know if you could even hear any of that.
Oh yeah,
all
we
of
heard it well.
Cool.
Now I want to visit. Now I want to
Damn,
visit
big
that
boy.
zoo.
It's a dangerous
Golf
zoo.
clap.
Oh, thank you. I wish I got that when I finished. like when you come.
I knew you were going there. I didn't know you were just gonna full on send it again.
I shouldn't have smoked as much as I did, and I apologize.
No,
So,
that's,
Oh, you're
that's
good.
perfect.
that one should have. It should have
Do
stayed
you-
in there, probably. My bad.
Do you see this man here?
That's what she said. Yeah, bourbon.
I did. That's how I started. I shouldn't have
Yeah,
drank
dude.
as much as I did. Everybody loves it. Just keep going.
Just keep doing that.
Just keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Oh, let me take this thing off.
I gotta say, Clearwater Revival is like probably one of my favorite bands.
Me too.
CR is amazing.
John Fogerty is still kick ass, dude. I've seen him in concert like twice, and he's so good every time. His kids are with him, and his kids are rad. That's cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a request. If you haven't done it already, and you don't have to, you can say kick rocks if you want to. That's completely up to you. But have you ever done a Ted Nugent parody?
No, and I want. Well, have I? No, I don't think I have. I want to though, because I like him a lot.
I'm just saying a good old Fred Bear or Stranglehold, whatever.
Yeah, Cat Scratch Free for All would be a fun one, I think.
Mm.
Cat Scratch
Oh,
Fever is because I feel
Wango,
like
the Wango
most
Tango.
people. Yeah. Is it Wango? Is it Tango? Yeah, that's
that
it,
actually
that's
might
it.
suit.
Good one. Yeah.
Dude, the Queen just told me kick rocks. Never mind. All right. Apparently,
It's crazy.
Kick rock.
Crazy talk.
Oh. All right.
No, I really do want to do a Ted Nugent one. I think like Cat Scratch Fever would probably be the most well-known one that would be, that's usually what I go for is if it's like a song that I think a lot of people know. And also like I like a lot of like more mainstream music, which is probably what helps me is like when it comes to like classic rock, I can turn on a classic rock station. I'm pretty happy most of the time, like I'm like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
So like I think that kind of helps, sometimes.
Well, I mean, you do a Stranglehold one. I
But yeah,
got
Ted
you.
Nugent.
I got you. 1,000 views just from me. I don't think it works like that, but I
Stranglehold?
got you. Oh yeah. There was actually, so I used to live in North Carolina, and we would visit North Carolina a lot, or Michigan a lot, and then we moved back to Michigan, and I made like 3 or 4 trips going back and forth with trucks and trailers, just hauling stuff back instead of actually getting a whole trailer to move my shit back would have been smart. But the entire time back and forth,
I know you mean. I've done that.
I only played Stranglehold. The 16, 18-hour drive
That's a
on
good one.
repeat. Oh, it's a fantastic song, and it's like it's way better when you're drunk or feeling the buzz of any sort, because you can hear this
Dude, yeah,
all the way across. It just hits different. But even when you're driving sober, because you have to.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic song.
I mean, yeah, dude, that one's Stranglehold. Got you in a stranglehold, baby.
See, he's cooking right now. He's already
cooking.
locked in. That already froze.
That's what I do every time, man. I just the same thing. Dude. I was trying to think of something. I thought it was like, how cool would it be if I just did it right now? I couldn't do it right off the rip. Stranglehold, Gang of Mold. Wait, what's that? What's that one disease?
What? Gangrene?
Gangrene was what I was. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Well, you're the professional. I'm gonna leave that up to you, because that's actually gonna break my brain tonight. Actually thinking about that, and it's not even gonna come close to what you could come up with.
Oh man,
Like, we already got him on another project.
cinnamon roll is so close. The cinnamon roll is right there.
It is.
It's so close, but I don't know if it'll work. Got you a cinnamon? No. Got you a cinnamon roll, baby? No.
Story be told.
Got you in a stranglehold, baby. Story be told.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's gonna hurt my brain tonight. So I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Glory hole. Glory hole. I met you in a glory hole, baby.
Oh,
That's
God.
it.
no.
That's
That
it.
Oh, don't do Ted like that. Don't do Uncle Ted. He's gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something else. It's like, this guy is garbage, dude.
It's kind of like you want Uncle Ted to like you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. He's just gonna cease and desist. You have to move out of Michigan. He's like, you're not allowed to. You're like, fuck. Sentenced to Ohio. No.
oh God, that would be horrible.
Yeah.
Like, at least Indiana,
At least I'll be
please.
at the House of Creole. Yeah, right. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh.
so we have carried on this way past, I think, what we originally set on. And by no means is that a bad thing. I've been having an absolute blast tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too, man. Thanks for having me again. It's been a lot of fun.
So we do have one more question for you. Technically, do you go on Twitch at all?
I used to, like, I'd watch, you know, that, like, one dude play the accordion, you know, or something, you know, but like it'd be, you know, gaming or something. But yeah, I haven't been on in a long time though.
Well, we typically end all of our interviews with one final question, and a little bit of a disadvantage to you is, where do you want to raid out all of our beautiful community that's popped in tonight to watch you? And I don't know if you understand what the term raid means.
Oh, I know what's happening. It's kind of like you tell people to go to a channel after the end of your thing, right?
We actually force them there. We just take all the viewers and we ship them over to whatever channel that you decide on. So if you have a specific, like, if you want to pop up Twitch, or you know somebody that you like to go to that's currently live.
Yeah, hold on.
This has been a hell of a night, though.
Hell yeah! What an interview!
Serenaded, and I think, if I see the freaking stranglehold, or what was it right now? What currently set at is glory hole. Yeah. If we see
met you at a glory hole, baby.
Met you at a glory hole, baby.
I will shit bricks at that point, but
I don't even know. How do you know if he's?
So if
how do you know if somebody's online?
If you go to twitch.tv, I think.
Or do they have to be online?
They have to be live, yes. So if you can actually see them online, then they're online. Typically, we have rated a few dead channels before. That was, our fault. But we made some really good friends out of it.
Okay.
And I mean, if it is,
oh my God.
if it is easier for you, anybody that came out to actually see you tonight, we could tell you the names of people that have came out to see you that is live right now. That's up to you as well.
Okay, yeah. What's that? Yeah,
All right, Goody.
let's. Yeah, has that happened?
Oh yeah. I will
Wow,
have to say
cool.
Twitch is a very supportive community overall, and a lot of people will pull up, and even while they're streaming, they'll have you up on a separate screen, and they'll support you as well.
That's
you
cool.
know the importance
That's
of
I
views
wanted
right?
to join Twitch for like a second. Yeah.
Once
So
you get the internet situation figured out, I really think it'd be a good idea. Even like just while you're doing your creative process and recording or whatever, like just streaming that, I think that would be awesome.
all right.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun too. How many people do we have watching? I didn't even realize.
right.
I kind of forgot we were in front of people.
So right now, right now I see 12.
Yep, I know we got 12 in here.
Oh,
And I can shoot
12.
down some names of people that's been in here that is now currently streaming. But we'll start off with, and Goody, let me know if I miss anybody.
Okay.
So we got Deagle, Doe. Let's see, rolling down. And my friends list might be a little bit different than yours. Okay, right now I see Deagle and Doe.
That's who I see as well.
Okay. So those two were in here earlier before they started streaming.
Okay, so all right, heads will go Deagle, tails will go Doe. Right? Is that the two names?
Yep.
Heads. So that's Deagle.
Going to
Alrighty.
the Deagle.
Ship him to Deagle. The Desert Eagle.
All right. Yep. Also known as Deegs, not to be known as, the other guy, Deegan.
Deegan. It's a cool name.
Arrogant, my opinion, but what is whatever.
He's gonna go 1-1 again tomorrow.
It's like a Diego.
Yeah, go Diego, go. That's what I'm gonna be. That's me chanting tomorrow while I'm not watching that motorcycle race. All right, so we got the raid coming up. Goody, do you have an outro?
No, but I think the intro was so good we can just play it again, to be honest.
Okay. All right. While we wrap up to the outro, thank you so much, everybody who's came out to take a look at Joey Calico, also known as
Rolling Blue.
Thank you. We also have right now the message is pinned. Is it still pinned, Goody?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if you want to check him out, check out the pinned message. It'll take you to the website of all of his socials, and go drop him a follow on all of these different social media platforms. I swear to God, you will not regret it because it's fucking phenomenal shit. Grade A. But thank you
Thanks,
guys
man.
so much. And
Thanks,
it
man.
has been a lovely fucking night.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching and sticking around.
And then, Joey, if you have a few
I had a
minutes
lot of fun, dude. Yeah. Thanks
after
for
we
having
end
me.
out, just chat with us for a minute off stream, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Much less, everybody. We're going to go
Much
check
love,
out
guys.
Deagle.
Peace out.
Let's go.
Hey, yo, tonight's the night. The TikTok king of parody, the master of musical madness, the man who made Raking the Lawn an actual banger. Rolling Blue is in the building.
That's right. Joey, a.k.a. Rolling Blue, is sliding into the 44th parallel with 1.3 million followers, 20 million likes, and enough hilarious content to power a dad joke nuclear reactor.
This man literally took allergy season, DMV meltdowns, and the everyday grind and turned them into anthems we can't get out of our head.
He's more than just a creator. He's a comedic genius with a guitar, a TikTok treasure, and now an honorary citizen of the 44th parallel.
And look, we're not saying this episode will change your life, but we're also not saying that. Tune in, get comfy, and prepare to laugh so hard you'll scare the neighbors.
This is the 44th Parallel Podcast, and this is Rolling Blue. Let's go.
I only talk to God when I need some flavor. When the only taste that I can't taste is air. That's why in the flavor town, no, he is the mayor. Oh, yes, I only talk to God when I need some flavor.
He ain't here to fake it. No, he's here to roll right through. Joey's in the house tonight. Y'all know what to do.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk good. Spit on that thing.
There was a phrase that struck a chord and took the internet by storm. A phrase for when she's spitting right onto you.
He ain't some one-hit wonder, not just a scrolling name. With a six-string and a punchline, he's breaking through the frame. He'll sing about the mowing, why his nose won't quit. Turn your Monday into gold with just a mic and wit. He's rolling through, he's rolling loud. From the For You page to our crowd. With a million fans and a vibe so true. Bourbon, Goody, and Joey too. He's rolling through. Yeah, rolling through.
Going shopping's a thing I hate. It doesn't matter the time of day. Just one register open, well that's just fine. Waiting in line. I've been in this line for hours. I think the milk I've got's gone sour. All the self-scan things are closed, but why? Waiting in line.
He don't need no mansion, no Hollywood disguise. He's posting from the front porch with truth behind his eyes. You laugh and think a little, it hits you in the gut. You'll share it with your mama while you're stuck inside the rut. Break it down now. From raking leaves, DMV hell, he makes it hard, can't you tell? With every word he's speaking true. Now he's pulling up with the 44th crew. He's rolling through and stealing soul, putting